She don't know what money I set aside, but I did. It's gonna be a short marriage.
What's up, Internet world? We are the News 19 Nerds. I'm Michael.
I am Leroy.
Leroy, man, we haven't seen you in a while. You've been gone, enjoying life. How's it been? So mysterious. Yeah, man, you were gone enjoying life. That's great. Good for you. We did a couple videos where you were gone.
Yeah, I saw.
We made fun of you a couple times. You might not have got to that far into the video. Actually, we didn't really say that much about you. We were just like, we missed him.
Which one did you make fun of? Because it wasn't the Hobbs and Shaw. I actually watched that.
It might have been...
If it was Spider-Man, I ain't watching that.
It might have been Spider-Man.
It was one that's an hour and two. I ain't seen Spider-Man yet.
What? Let's do a press play about why you haven't seen Spider-Man, sir.
It's hard to get your in-laws, who are a little older, and your brother and sister-in-law, who have a 1.5-year-old, all to agree to go see a movie.
In your words, Marvel over everything.
Yeah, I wasn't driving.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
all right, fair enough.
I have to.
Okay.
It was hard. It was hard.
Okay.
I'm only on the 3rd episode of Stranger Things.
Oh man.
I hadn't seen Spider-Man. I just started playing Days Gone.
Oh, so many things we could talk about.
I missed going to the comic book store. I didn't get to go to that until Saturday or Sunday.
I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong. My vacation was amazing, but all the nerd stuff.
Yeah, pushed away.
Man, let me tell you.
So let's bring you back now. Let's talk about some nerd stuff now. Netflix has a new... Is this a movie? Is this a show?
It's a show.
It's a show.
By Starbuck.
It's a show by Starbuck?
Katee Sackhoff stars in the show. I always call her Starbuck.
Right, fine.
Because that's her greatest role to me.
Okay. But you said by her. Is it her show?
I believe that she has a hand in producing it.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. It's a sci-fi show. It's set in space. I'm hoping this actually makes it longer than Night Flyers.
That was like 2 or 3 episodes, right?
Nah, it made it a season, but they didn't renew it.
Okay.
And they ended on a cliffhanger.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. Selma Blair's in this as well.
I like Selma Blair.
Yeah.
I like Katee Sackhoff.
And Tyler Hoechlin, the guy who plays Superman in the CW.
Oh, yeah. He has a weird last name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hoechlin or something. Yeah. But...
He's in this as well.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Maybe try it again.
I'm scared. And I am not just scared to go back into space. I am scared that this mission is gonna fail. What do we do then?
Do you read me? Silvari, do you copy?
We are out here to deal with an alien threat. One that is directed at our planet.
Oh.
We're losing oxygen.
Run! This mission cannot and will not fail.
We got a date? Oh.
July 25th.
July 25th. Wow. I like it. It's kind of spooky, mysterious. You know I don't like scary stuff. I've been on record. I feel like I could deal with this. At least just based on this, I could deal with this show. I could do suspense, but I just can't do like straight out horror. And I don't feel like that's what this is. What you got to say?
It has the same vibe of Night Flyers a little bit. Because Night Flyers was kind of the same way. I don't want to say same premise, but going out there to discover alien life in space, and then it has that thriller and that whole setup. I'm interested to see how the different people that you saw, the guy that you said, the Matt Chatwin?
Justin
Chatwin.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of interesting stuff. I apologize, I burped. He's in a lot of interesting stuff.
Can't forget him as Goku. I'm lying. That was a horrible movie.
He was what?
He was Goku in Dragon Ball.
No, he wasn't.
IMDb will prove you wrong, sir. I saw that abomination of a movie.
It never happened.
I'm just saying. He was also in Shame. He's in a bunch of stuff. I like him in Shameless a lot. But yeah, I like Justin Chapman overall.
I like him. I love the fact that Selma Blair's in it. I think that I think she does not get enough credit for the stuff that she's in. I think she's a wonderful actress. They didn't show the one woman that I'm really interested in. It's a black woman. She has blonde hair. I saw her do an interview, and I cannot remember what her name.
Okay.
But it's the dynamic.
Are you looking familiar?
No.
Okay.
Because her profile picture on IMDb, she doesn't have the blonde hair that she does in the show.
Gotcha.
Okay. The premise of the show is Katee Sackhoff's character, Nico, Breckenridge, is the captain of this ship.
Okay.
She takes over for somebody else who was the captain who was demoted. And then she has to basically shepherd this crew coming in as the outsider, trying to get them to make first contact with this alien life out there. And Jessica Camacho's in this.
I like her. I just want to make sure this is the girl that was recently. Yeah, she's been in Flash past couple seasons.
All the people who are involved in this show, I'm very interested in. I like it. I think Netflix takes chances that a lot of shows don't take. And I like space shows, and I do like. I don't like gore. I don't mind horror. I don't mind gore. And I'm always up for space, sci-fi, thriller, even horror. One of my favorite movies of all time.
You gonna say Event Horizon?
Yep. Sunshine.
That's so creepy.
Sunshine, Event Horizon. Oh man. I have the Sunshine soundtrack. Danny Boyle, I love that movie. I even like Ben Foster's horrible movie with the in space. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Where he wakes up in cryo. He wakes out of stasis, and the people are mutated or whatever.
Not familiar.
Oh yeah,
they'll let us know.
Yeah, you probably won't like that.
Oh no.
But I like that one. I'm interested. So I.
Are you afraid of any type of what's the word I'm looking for? Like a
cancellation?
No, not necessarily
special effects.
cancellation. I feel like Netflix will pay the money to do something decent, right? Like them in sci-fi, they're paying the money now to do whatever. But it's like, is it a fear of too much of the same thing in terms of a sci-fi like glut on Netflix?
I mean,
do you feel like this is going to be unique enough to stand out from all the other stuff that it's on Netflix?
Well, it just depends on what you're looking for. So, like for science, I will say this: Netflix to me is doing sci-fi better than sci-fi.
Really?
I think Netflix, when you think of all the shows that they have that are science fiction or even comic book based, Netflix has given the budget and the time to let these shows grow. Even when they cancel it, like Sense8, they came back and did a movie.
2-hour movie.
So let's look at just top 10 Netflix shows. You have the Marvel Universe. You had Travelers. You have Stranger Things. You had Umbrella Academy. You've got I just mentioned Sense8. You've got Altered Carbon. You've got Love, Death, and Robots. So I mean, I need.
They got a bunch.
That's what I'm saying. Like sci-fi had The Expanse, and they were doing really well with that. But
now the Amazon has.
Now Amazon has.
Yeah.
They have Krypton. They gave up on Deadly Class, and they gave up on Happy. But Netflix has those, or will have those.
Oh, they're going to Netflix?
I know Netflix has had the first season of Happy.
I haven't seen that. I want to watch that.
Yeah, they had the first season of Happy. I'm quite sure Netflix will probably end up with Deadly Class that one season streaming. So I think Netflix, given the resources, they will invest. And if it takes off, great. If not, I hope it's a complete season, and I hope it's, I hope it does well enough that they get to tell a complete story. And if that's one season, okay, cool.
One thing that I don't like, and I guess it's just a product of the system with Netflix. A lot of times, you don't get enough of a build up to certain shows, and
they just release it.
Yeah, they just kind of release it.
Because you didn't know about this until
you said something, and I guess it's because they have so much coming out that they can't really promote everything as much as you would like. And I kind of wish maybe this show they got more promotion so I could learn more about it. But maybe that might be intentional.
I don't know how Netflix is run as far as like what shows get promoted and what doesn't. You're right, because certain shows I know are not going to get promotion. I knew Jessica Jones when it came out, Punisher when it came out. They're not going to promote that because they don't want to they don't want to put more on the fact that these shows
These are done.
Yeah, these are done. So they're going to release it and just kind of but shows that let's say I love what is her name? Katherine Ryan. I loved her stand-up, right? Katherine Ryan had another stand-up that just dropped within the last couple of weeks. I've watched her first stand-up, I want to say maybe 5 times. Never got an alert from Netflix or anything letting me know she had enough. Yeah, so I don't know who's in charge of that. I think these shows like this would do very well with promotional done in, whether it be comic books, some of the trades. I think with San Diego Comic-Con coming out, I think, to me, Netflix is a entity that needs a San Diego Comic-Con to premiere all of its shows, all of its wares, its sci-fi and its comic book shows, so that people can get on. And because if you get a nice following, you can get 2 or 3 seasons out of it. I honestly don't think Netflix thought Stranger Things was going to be the phenomenon that it ended up being.
Probably not. Not like this. No.
So I mean, if you get a following, it's going to catch on. But you're right. There's so much that comes out, and they don't do a good job of promoting it. I knew about this because I liked Katee Sackhoff. I love her as an actress, even though I didn't watch Longmire. I love her as an actress, and then I saw the name Selma Blair attached, and then I saw Tyler Hoechlin or whatever, how you pronounce his name.
Superman.
Yeah,
Superman.
I saw him attached to it, and I like him. I don't like him as Superman in CW, but I like him as an actor. And so I was like, oh. And then I realized it was a sci-fi show, and I was in 10 episodes. I could do that.
And to kind of piggyback off your point about Comic-Con, so I've been looking at the upcoming panels, and there are a bunch of panels for sci-fi, like not science fiction shows, but like the actual network sci-fi. They have a bunch of panels going to be out there and talking about like The Boys, The Expanse, and Carnival Row, some other stuff. I didn't see a lot of panels. I have to go back. You guys can correct me. I didn't see a lot of panels for Netflix shows.
No, and I don't. And that's one of the things I think.
Or at least not as many panels.
I think where Netflix with a show like this would have benefited from going to maybe one of these conventions. And maybe with New York coming up in October, they may still do that, because in this day and age, with all the streaming services that are coming out, with all the different shows and original content, you're going to have to get these shows out there in order for you to get an audience to make someone say, I want to pick up your... Because when everybody's like, well, this is coming out, I'm not giving up Netflix. I love Netflix. I love the shows that are on it. There are so many shows, it's not just that are, that they have that I still watch, but shows. I can't wait for Avatar, the live action series to come out to see what it looks like. I can't wait for Stranger Things 4. I can't wait for Umbrella Academy Season 2. I still go back and watch some of those shows. I love Happy. So I'm going to keep this service, and it's going to make me... Go ahead.
It's Alicia.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to work sometimes when we do these things. But yeah, what do you guys... the top 10, your top 5 shows that you think Netflix has that are science fiction or in this genre. Because for me, no one is doing this as well as Netflix as far as tapping into that. Now, HBO has a show coming out, soon about a cruise ship in space. So there's
like the Love Boat, like 2019 Love Boat?
Kind of, but it's not a comedy, I don't think. I'm not sure. But if you remember some of the trailers that came out, they have a space show coming out. So again, there's not enough space shows. I'm interested in this because of who's all involved. I like a good space show, and I think.
Are we getting a resurgence? You know what? We can keep talking forever.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because Picard is coming out soon. I was wondering if we're getting a resurgence of like sci-fi, like deep space sci-fi type shows.
We are, because
which is kind of cool.
Because people realize that, I don't want to say that genre is, there's more than just Star Wars and Star Trek.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to see that with so many streaming services. Everybody wants something to attract the nerds, because the nerds, not just us, the nerds, when they love something, they love it and they follow it. They buy the merchandise. The convention circuit was built on people who love Star Trek, people who love the wrestling, who went and saw these stars years after their stuff had already aired. So, I mean, you've got a Dune show coming out, 2 Dune shows. You got the movie coming out from Denis Villeneuve. So you have a resurgence. You've got, who's the guy who did District 9? Neil Blomkamp. Blomkamp has always done some type of sci-fi, and he bought the rights to this this YouTube video. Go check out a YouTube video called The Leviathan. It's a short. He bought the rights to that to help produce that and see if that can get made into a movie. So there's a lot of stuff. Luc Besson, when he Valerian, beautiful movie. Didn't do that great. It wasn't that great, but I mean, it was
pretty.
It was very pretty. So there is a resurgence we're seeing. It's not always Star Wars and Star Trek. So that's my take on it.
That's his take. The sci-fi nerd's take. What was your question you wanted? Oh, what the favorite sci-fi shows are?
Yeah, I mean, like your top 5, like from Netflix, and just top 5 as far as overall. And do you see Netflix as your home for this type of genre?
Yeah. Because
you watch a lot of cooking shows, and you like watch a lot of different stuff. So this may not be your...
Man, hey, anybody watching, this isn't sci-fi related, but bring back Kentaro the Sweet Tooth Salaryman. If you've seen it, you know why it's hot. It's on Netflix. Check it out.
The what?
Kentaro the Sweet Tooth Salaryman. It's based on a manga, and they did a live action version of it. You want me to explain it real quick?
Explain it to them.
It's set in Japan. It is like a guy, you're familiar with a Japan salaryman or a businessman, a guy who's always like a 9 to 5, like that's the typical thing that you do in Japan. And you're always supposed to work, like that culture is always about working hard, doing all that stuff. And he kind of slacks off and kind of has this sweets blog, where he goes to different spots around Japan and reviews sweets. It's like a food porn type show. It's great. It's fantastic.
Okay.
I want to say it's Kentaro, the Sweet Tooth Salaryman. But it's great.
But yeah,
Random aside.
That's what I said. For people out there, I think this may scratch an itch, that Night Flyers left us, Battlestar Galactica left us, and they're talking about rebooting that. So yeah, I'm interested. I'll watch it for 10 episodes. Yeah. Oh, Netflix does Lost in Space. I
haven't seen that yet. But we got to wrap up.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It ain't great. It ain't bad.
Yo, we got to wrap up and go get some food, because I've been told to go get some food. So like, comment, subscribe here on this video. Of course, you can find us here on YouTube, as well as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WOTX.com. Special coming up next week. We're going to be in San Diego Comic-Con. Part of us. Hey,
be there.
We're Legion, all right? We're going to be there some kind of way.
He will be there.
So I'll be tweeting out photos and videos.
I have a list of things I found just in case. I don't know if you'll be able to get any of this stuff.
You know what? Maybe we can video about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have some San Diego Comic-Con videos coming up next week.
I already set aside some money.
Okay. On that note.
She don't know what money I set aside, but I did.
Okay. We're out.
It's going to be a short marriage.